It's got to be 12. No? 11:15. Look at us. I'm yeah, hydrate. Always trying to get better. I'm still better every day.
Your team photo turned out the way you wanted it to?
I think so. It was giving me early Jules Santana. I don't know what inspired the chin strap this year, but I was like, you know what, chin strap me. I feel like I'm in the early 2000s again. So if you see me walking around a 5X tall tee, I'm back.
The Y2K is in right now, man.
Man, I'm telling you. You said Y2K, not B2K, right? Because I can't go back.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was like to see Jimmy Graham back in
The game is back. You know, when you see that 6'8" post up tight end, you like that. I think that's just more weapons for our offense. We've already had a lot of weapons. You know, you talk about I think Foster had a good catch today. I think Juwan was out there moving how we want Juwan to move in terms of what our offense can do. You know, it's only going to get more and more dangerous. I'm not saying, you know, I like what I see, but of course, why wouldn't I like what I see? We'll see what happens when we put pads on.
Cam, another training camp for you.
God bless. Look at that. Look at God.
How you feel?
This is year Baker's dozen, aka year BD. I can't say baby daddy, but I have babies and I'm a daddy, so like it goes together, but it doesn't. But you know, whatever. I'm blessed to have a job and be gainfully employed. I'm even more blessed to be around teammates that are the same mindset and that want to win. And from jump, you can feel that energy. We drafted a first round D tackle for the first time in 6 years. I'm excited to see him in pads. I've got no complaints my way.
Cam, speaking of teammates, how is your relationship with Peyton Turner, let's say, compared to what Marcus does?
What do you mean? There's no comparison. I spent 5 years with Marcus. I've now spent heading to year 3 with Peyton. They're all like little brothers to me. So you don't say which brother do you like more, do you? I'm sure you have a favorite, but like, you know, I've spent more time with Marcus. So Peyton's right there. And his hunger to want to be great is totally in range of where he sees himself. Now he just got to go work for it. We're going to, you know, I think he's done a phenomenal job this offseason transforming his body, being where he wants to be. And then, you know, as long as we keep him on the right track and that, you know, the one game against, what was it last year, the Rams, where he went off, that's what we need to make a standard. If we can do that, 34 sacks a year, huh?
Cam, how would an improved interior rush help you just do your job, get opportunities?
I mean, you know, you get consistent presence in that interior. You get a monster. You find a monster between Shep or, you know, Brees. I keep calling him Brees because the darn D-line coach keeps calling him Brees. Brazil. I think that with that it'll be a formidable force to let me do what I do on the edge. It might be nice to have, you know, two monsters in the middle again.
Cam, since you've worked with since you've worked with about 60 different defensive tackles here.
Yeah, I love them all.
What stands out that makes Brazil unique? Like,
I don't know. Can we put pads on? Don't ask these hard questions yet.
Yeah.
They all look phenomenal without pads. Shep looks the most explosive I've ever seen him in his life. You know, I think Bink, Kalen Saunders. I think he looks phenomenal without pads. Give me a week. You know, let me see him in pads. Let's see how we work off him. But even today, I had a natural with Bink. We call him Kalen Saunders. He introduced himself as Bink. He's been Bink since. So I mean, I worked a natural with him today, and he read it off rip. And you love to see that type of mental processing. Like I literally just threw one command, like one little verbal exchange with him, and we're on the same page. I mean, I love to see it. So the more reps we have, the better we'll be, and hopefully we'll have enough reps to be as confident as we can by preseason week 1. If not, then we're going to work towards that same goal for week 1 of the season.
How would you describe to build that communication that you're referencing with?
Depends on the player. Yeah, depends on the player. You know, if so said one defensive tackle comes from Nigeria and doesn't like to listen to you on the edge for the first year, you know, by year 3 you guys are simpatico. You know, if you have a D tackle that's from Canada and he keeps apologizing while rushing, you know, these are things that we have to get over. I think we got a phenomenal kid from Clemson, and you know, kids from the South, you know, you have to talk a little bit louder, a little bit clearer. You know, like yeah. They have to confirm it. Now he may come back with something that you don't. You know, he's got a little Cajun to him, and I'm not sure why, because he's from Delaware. Okay. But you know, these are things that you have to deal with. If you're dealing with any people, you have to know who your people are.
How would you describe your role with those young guys, with Foskey and Brzee, and how comfortable are you with being that guy?
This has been the same role I've had since year 3, with that huge overturn when Will Smith left with with Jonathan Vilma left, when Jeff Charleston left, when all Eric, Big Rogers left, Sean, Big Abreu, Broderick, all these guys left. So I've been in that same role for the last 10 years. It's one I only know. The young guys come in, I tell them, what we do, how we do. I try and cultivate. They bring in new things. I learn from them. They learn from me. We keep it pushing. We try to be the best D-line we can be.
Okay, you talked about training camp number 13.
Right.
How high do you see that number going?
Right. Yeah. I've got no answer for you at that point right now. I mean, I keep saying, I was like, I want to play till year 15. I already said, when I was younger, I was like, year 10 is the goal. I got to make it to year 10. Year 10. I made it to year 10. I was like, all right, well now I check in at year 12. And I checked in last year and I was like, dang, I ain't never gone to an off season feeling this good. And so now, we head into year 13. I'll check in 15 again. Let's see where we go from there. The goal is 15 right now. The goal for this season, after we get done with this, I probably want to talk about how many more years I want to play after this. I will be trying to win the Super Bowl. I want to take Derek Carr back to Vegas. I want this defense to be the number one defense. I want this offense to be the number one offense. We all have the loftiest of goals and expectations, but it doesn't matter what we say right now. It matters what we work for, what we earn. So my goal right now is to speak 15 into existence, but focus on year 13.
Cam, what can you accomplish between now and when you put the pads on?
To accomplish what we want to accomplish is to be physically sound, technically sound, and mentally prepared. And this part of camp, this 3 days ramping up into pads, is a mentally prepared part. We want to be as sound in our minds with our playbook as we are on the stunts that we have to execute on the field. So when those meet and our physicality meets that, then when we put pads on, we should be rolling. And it's not going to be clean this first week or two. So don't come a week or two later like, oh, you guys look like crap. Things take time. You don't ever just grab putty and make a statue. We're gonna take some time to mold. We're gonna take some time to build. And that's what training camp is.
When you do put the pads on, is that a significant benchmark for your defensive line?
Absolutely, that's the only benchmark. Nobody cares how good you look without pads. If they cared about that, they'd go back to the 7-on-7 league. We're not here to look good without pads. We're here to be the best we can be in pads. So right now, again, we're going through a mental process of, all right, this is the steps I need to take. This is how I need to extend my arms. This is where I need to have hand placement. This is where this play works here, where I got a safety behind me in cover 2. This is where I can press it. This is where I need to see the mental process, even with myself included. So that being said, I'm trying to be the best version I can be to set an example for the best people that my D-line wants to be, and then we'll go on from there. So when we put pads on, we're on the same accord.
Okay, how's your guy Mark Ingram doing the television movie?
He's Mark Ingram. He's Alabama's first Heisman Trophy winner. He's the Saints lead rusher. This guy's phenomenal. He's already had a podcast for like 3 years, Trust Levels. I don't know what happens now, because now he's bigger and better than Trust Levels. He's moved on. He's on to bigger and better things, and yet, we're still talking about it. I just talked to him last night. I love it for everything that he's done on the field. He's deserved everything that he's going to earn off the field, and he's the same guy. He's bringing that same energy. I can only imagine what I'm not gonna say, a bland or cast is doing, but like he's bringing juice to a show that already has some juice.
When you said speak, did you say speak year 15 into existence? What did you mean by that? Is that what you said?
Are we not Christians here? Look, you speak everything you want to do. You want to manifest into existence. So if I want year 15, I can't be like, oh, I hate to see year 15. I'm literally going to speak it into existence. I'm like, hey, I would love to see year 15. I'm going to work for year 15. I'm going to be in year 15. That being said, I've got to worry about what's in front of me. I got to worry about year 13. I got to worry about training camp day 1 meetings before I can get to training camp day 2. So I'm just taking one step at a time. I'm focusing on what I can control.
So, how does that jive with where your contract is now?
I don't know. I'll let you, Mickey, and my agent figure that one out. For me, a contract for the next 2 years, contract for the next 7 years, isn't going to affect the way I play, practice, or take the field. Now, hopefully it comes. Y'all take it easy.
Thank you.